This video will show you how you can transform unsightly concrete into beautiful brick, stone, or tile. Read the instructions carefully before beginning your job. Prepare the surface and repair any cracks according to the written instructions, and install a base coat following the written instructions. You are now ready to begin making your concrete beautiful. After preparing the surface according to the manufacturer's specifications, begin laying stencils at one of the edges. Use mounting putty to spot glue the stencil to the surface. A small piece of putty about the size of a grain of rice is rolled into a ball and placed under the stencil, and the stencil is then pressed against the surface. Place the second piece of stencil onto the surface, allowing the mortar joint on the trailing edge to overlap the mortar joint on the leading edge of the first piece of stencil. Position the stencil end to end so that the lateral mortar joints align and the continuity of the pattern is maintained. Trim off the excess stencil to fit the job. Continue laying the stencils until the entire surface is covered. This is how your job should look with all the stencils in place. Pour 5 quarts of resin into a 5-gallon pail. Add 50 pounds of modified polymer cement to the resin and mix well with the paddle mixer on a 600 RPM drill. The mixture should have the consistency of pancake batter. If it is too thick, add a small amount of water. If it is too thin, add a small amount of polymer modified cement. Pour the mixture into the spray hopper. Spray the mixture onto the surface using circular motion until 100% of the surface is covered. Note that a 45-degree fitting has been added to the hopper to allow spraying straight down. This is important because spraying on an angle will cause the mixture to go under the stencils. Be sure to wear old shoes, because when you have the spray angle correct, you will be getting the spray mixture on your shoes. If you have maintained the proper spray angle, your shoes should look like this after you have finished. After the surface has hardened enough to support your weight, remove the stencils. Most of the spray material that was on top of the stencils will fall off, leaving a large amount of debris on the surface. Using a mechanical blower, remove the debris from the surface. You may find that some of the mounting putty has remained on the surface. This can be removed by using a fresh piece of putty to lift off the old putty. The job is completed by applying a coat of sealer to the surface. As you can see, it is really quite easy to transform ugly concrete into beautiful brick, stone, or tile. If you have questions, contact the distributor at the phone number provided in the written instructions.